Just call me Aerosmith, 'cause I'm back in the saddle again. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is currently Thursday, November 21st, and it's time to quit goofing off, and it's time to get back into the swing of things. I got my car situation figured out, got a brand new Chevy Malibu, well, new to me, 2016 Chevy Malibu. That situation's all sorted out. I'm kind of adjusted to my new work hours, so I'm feeling good, and it's time to hit that last rush before the end of the year and try and get as much stuff listed as possible. I'm probably not going to be outsourcing for a while, at least until the beginning of the year. It's just, I've got enough stuff to list as it is, and I need to get as much of it listed before the end of the year as possible. So, I think before I took my break, my unintended break, I was at around 220 listings, and right now I'm at 170. So within the past couple months, I've made 50 sales for some pretty good profit, and since I'm not buying anything, it's pretty much pure profit is what it feels like, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, it's time to quit goofing off. So I'm going to set a timer for about 1 hour. It is currently 8:16 p.m., so I'll say I'll give myself until 9:20 p.m. to see how many items I can get listed. I've got kind of a pile of stuff set out to start with, and hopefully I just breeze right through that. That would be ideal, but knowing me, I'm probably going to get like halfway through it in that hour or whatever. So we're going to see how many items I can list in an hour, and ideally, before I go back to work on Saturday, I would like to be back at that 220 listings. And then hopefully go from there, and I'm not going to set a goal past that. So 220 listings before I go back to work on Saturday is the realistic goal. Alrighty, just got done listing these 4 Hallmark ornaments that I got in that last Star Wars buy. I listed them for a total of $14.94 a piece on these, and these were multi-quantity listing. He was $11.94 and he was $12.94, I believe, and they're all from 1997. So I've already doubled my money pretty much on the Star Wars stuff. So anything I list now is pretty much just pure profit at that point. So good on that one. So for this Final Fantasy XII, I actually have one already listed, so I'm just going in and I'm changing the quantity setting to 2, so it's not going to show up as another listing on my thing, but it saves me a little bit of time since I already had one listed. So these 2 games were really bad buys. I paid $5 a piece for these, thinking they were worth like $10 a piece. I figured they'd be a quick and easy flip, but looking at them, I've listed them both for $4.94 a piece with free shipping. But one thing to note with these games, sometimes they come with digital codes, and the codes are on the other side of these. I'm not going to flip them over. But always put in your description when you're listing anything that has digital codes, unless you know 100% for sure. Always put in the description, codes are not guaranteed to work, because if they get them expecting the code to work and then they don't work, they can get mad. So I always put that they're not guaranteed to work. That's it. It's all over. Stop my alarm. Alrighty, after 1 hour of listing, this is everything that we got to. Got some books, some ornaments, some video games, some chargers, clock. Let's check up and see how many listings we actually got and how much it values at. Alrighty, so after listing for 1 hour, I started with 170 listings, and I am currently at 189 listings. So 19 listings in 1 hour, and the value of all that stuff, and that includes that Final Fantasy 12 that got it out as a multi-quantity listing, and the second Darth Vader ornament. So those didn't count towards those 19 listings. So technically I listed 21 things if you want to look at it that way. But overall, the total value of that stuff added up to $226.74. So basically about $10 an item, $10, $12 an item, something like that. So not too shabby. We're going to come back again tomorrow, and we're going to try and see if we can beat the 19 listings. I'm going to have to find some other stuff to pull out. I got some more cords in here, just a few more cords. I got to untangle those Game Boy Advance chargers and get those listed. I've got this box of Star Wars soaps that I wanted to list today, but I need to wipe them down. Some of them have some soap residue on them and whatnot, so yeah, I'm going to have to get some stuff out. Maybe get some board games listed, and yeah, there's plenty of stuff to list in here. I just got to pull it out. But anyway, that's all the listing I'm going to do today. My leg and hip kind of hurt from sitting on the ground like that. I'm sure you guys can understand and relate to that. In the meantime, I do have 3 things that I need to pull and get into the post office tomorrow, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, first up, the $1,500 deal keeps on giving. I sold this set of Dragon Balls for $6.94 plus shipping. This next item I got out of a free box, and it is a genuine, I think this is the right one. Yes, a genuine, Nintendo Wii U microphone, and it sold for $8 with free shipping. So free and $8 with something I can just shove into a bubble mailer. I will take any day of the week. Last but not least, wrestling season is upon us, and I sold these pair of Asics wrestling shoes. I think I paid like $2 for these at a yard sale or something like that, and they sold for $24.94 plus shipping, so my best buy right there. I also had one other buy that I took to the post office today before, and I forgot to film it. It was a Nintendo 3DS XL Legend of Zelda Limited Edition, and it sold for full asking price of $149.94 with free shipping. That came out of the $1,500 deal, which I plan on making a video about soon, an update video on that. But I had been getting offers since I listed that for $100 over and over and over. I'd tried selling it on Facebook groups for $130, and every time I got a $100 offer, I countered at $130, and nobody would take it. And my dad was up here to help me go get a car and whatnot, and I said, the next $100 offer I get, I'm just going to take it and get it out of here and move on. And the next, a few days later, I got full asking price of $150, so crazy stuff. Crazy how that works. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. I will see you guys in a couple seconds for you, but it's going to be tomorrow for me, and we are going to try and list some more items, so I will see you tomorrow. So it's about 2:30 in the morning now, between Thursday and Friday, and I figured I'd list some bigger stuff. You know, I had some spare time. I figured, why not? My pants are incredibly fuzzy. So I'm working on some board games. I had a Risk down here that's 100% complete. The box is beat up, but most of these old Risk games, they only care about the pieces. I had this Lego Kingdoms chess set, which was unfortunately just missing the red king, which kind of sucks, and the instruction booklet. Otherwise, this is like an $80 board game. I listed it for $49.94 plus shipping on that. We'll see if we get any takers. This I listed for $15 plus shipping. I could probably have listed it for like $27 free ship, but I figured. And right now I'm working on this electronic talking clue. Oh, I guess I should tell you, I got these 2 games for free at the same yard sale. I bought a Bluetooth speaker for my fiance and got for $15 and got the guy to throw these in. She kept the speaker and paid me back, and I kept the game, so these were free. So that's nice. And the chess set I paid $5 for. So I'm working on this clue. I gotta pop it open and see if it works. Hopefully it's not too corroded. Let me do that real fast. Looks like there's actually a little bit of corrosion in there on this Nuon battery. Let's see if we can pop them out. Alright, I've popped some spare batteries in there that I've gotten from other yard sale finds. Let's see if we can get this to work.
Welcome to Clue FX. Please choose your characters. Good to see you. Miss Peach. Is Lord Grey playing?
Oh, so there's like little magnet-looking things down here, it looks like? And they click.
Is Lord Grey playing? Please press yes or no. Is Lady Lavender playing? Glad you could join us. Lady Lavender. Is Prince Azure? So nice of you to come. Prince Azure.
I think I got these two mixed up.
Ah, Lady Lavender, Miss Peach, and Prince Azure.
Nope, I must have clicked the wrong button.
Welcome to Tudor Mansion. Prince Azure, your turn.
Oh, I guess I just...
There are no suspects at the swimming pool. Prince Azure, please press the done button to finish your turn. Mrs. Peacock has entered the swimming pool. Hello, handsome. Miss Peach, your turn.
Well, this thing is super neat. We know it works. Now I just gotta count the pieces and see if everything's there. Contents are on the back. Wish me luck. Alright, I got everything sorted out, and I had to do a little sleuthing my own. On the back here it says 1 deck of cards. Well, that doesn't tell me what's in it, but luckily that tells you everything that's in it, and all the cards are there, all the pieces are there. The backdrop on this thing is awesome looking. I'm a big fan of that. This was also in the box, but I don't believe this goes with this set at all. I can't find any pictures of it anywhere in the setup, and on the back here, my only thought is that it would go under this part, but it doesn't, because that would be kind of dumb. So I don't think this goes with it. The only thing that's missing is the instruction sheet to put that together, but it's honestly not that hard, so I don't see it being that big of a deal. Yeah, this game looks like it sells for around $25, $30 shipped, and I got it for free, so I'm going to take my pictures and get it listed here now. I hope you found this interesting. I think this board game is really cool, and it's probably up there in some of the neater board games that I've ever had. So this right here is probably the rarest board game that I currently have. It's called Let's Go Shopping. It's by Pressman in 1990. I don't know why, but I freaking love this game. I love the idea of this game. So what you do is you just go around and you go shopping at all these stores, and then you got to get your clothing pieces, and I think the idea is to put together a full set. I'm not entirely sure. But you get your character card here, and then you get... I'm freaking out. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm geeking out about this. This is hard to do. Hold on. But you've never seen a grown man get... I love board games. Board games are so cool, and I hope this is showing up. Otherwise, I look like a complete buffoon. And you just slide in the card, and you have to make your outfit. And I think if you complete an outfit, you win. You move around with little shopping bags. But this is definitely the rarest game that I currently have. Only one has sold in the last 3 months for $35. Free ship, and there's only one other currently listed, and it's listed auction style at like $29 plus shipping. So I'll probably leave it at that $35 free ship mark. The thing with board games, this would probably be one of the only exceptions to this rule, and the Lego chess set. The way I ship my board games is I just wrap them in brown paper, and I know I can hear you guys now in the comments freaking out, but like, what if it rains? What if it gets water damage? Like, yeah, that's a risk, but I've shipped a lot of board games that way, and I've never had one issue. You're probably right. It's probably bound to happen at some point, but it's cheaper that way, and it's way faster to pack these things up rather than try and Frankenbox something together or find a box altogether. Another thing, I know USPS has a board game box, but that charges as like a large flat rate, and it costs almost $20 to use one of those. So to try and save a little bit of shipping cost for either yourself if you're doing it free shipping, because the biggest gamble with these with free shipping is depending how far it goes, because the lengths and size of them, they can go up in price pretty quickly for shipping. But I'll probably, since this one's pretty rare, it'll probably go in a box. Like this Home Alone game here is $15 plus shipping that I have it at. It'll probably get wrapped. Risk will definitely get wrapped because of the condition it's in. Clue, I haven't decided yet. But most board games I just wrap in the thick brown wrapping paper. I think you can buy it at post offices. I know Walmart used to sell it. I don't know if they do anymore. But that's how I ship my board games. It's easier that way. It's a lot faster, and the measurements and stuff you can enter in, and the weight is pretty much the same. You don't have to worry about box weight or anything like that. So, yeah, but I think this game's really neat. It's just I don't know, really cool concept. I don't know. I love board games. Board games are fun, and that's why I like selling them, because it's fun to look at them and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think this is going to be the last one I do tonight, and then, because I've been doing this for about an hour, and I've only listed these 5 after I finish this one. But I think I'm going to start editing this video, and I got to log all this stuff into my spreadsheet. But yeah, so a little bit productive night. Yeah, about another, I guess it's only been like 40 minutes, so maybe I'll do one more. Probably not. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever I try and do another hour and see if we can beat that 19. So one last real quick thing I noticed about this game. So all the girls in this picture are holding it so you can see the character, right? And that's great. This girl is like pointing and showing this girl something. Like, oh, look at my outfit. Look at the outfit on my card. Except when you look at the back of these things, there's nothing there. It's blank. All of them are that way. So what's she showing her? She's showing her nothing. Nothing. Alright, hey everybody, it is now Friday night. Just kidding, it's Sunday. Friday and Saturday were busy. I'll get to that in a second. I've got the greasy hair, came home from work. I need to shower, but don't have time. Got to get a bunch of stuff done. It's about 2 in the morning. So basically, here's what happened. On Friday, I said I was going to try and list more, and that ended up not happening. Instead, I decided to take every video game case, cord, console that I have for sale, and put them on a Facebook group where people buy and trade and sell video games and stuff. And I was hoping I would maybe get around like 150 because it took all day. I woke up and immediately started testing some consoles that I needed to test and testing some of the games that I hadn't got to test. And in reality, I spent all day doing this. I woke up at 2, tested consoles basically up until 7 when I started commenting and taking photos and stuff. Basically what it is, it was called a claim sale. I put a post on at like 3 o'clock saying, hey, tonight I'm going to have a claim sale. I'm going to list a whole bunch of stuff, consoles, games, cases. And what I would do is whenever I would start, I would just take a photo, put a picture of it in the comments of that post and a price. And if people wanted it, they would say claim or want or I'll take it or something along that line, and they claim it. So unfortunately, I only did about $100, which is fine. You know, that's $100 more than what I was getting for some of this stuff on eBay. And on the plus side is I've now got pictures of the giant pile of cords and cables that I've been very putting off listing on eBay. So got that going for me. I've got a huge stack of pictures that I can just list whenever I have downtime. On the plus side is now I have to pick up this entire room because I got to make some room so that I can pack stuff up. I also had a really good weekend on eBay, I think. Let me check here real fast. I've got 8 eBay orders that I need to ship out. I don't have to get them all out tomorrow. I do have 3-day handling, so I might not get to all of it tonight, but I'm going to try and get to some of it. So, yeah, that is the plan now. I'm going to try and pick up this room, at least get it somewhat organized, and then I will start pulling orders so that I can pack them up for you guys to see. Alright, I've mostly cleaned up my mess, and I've went ahead and pulled the Facebook orders. I'm going to pack those and get those printed first because I have to use Pirate Ship for that. I've got my phone here so I can tell you exactly how much I sold everything for, so let's take a look. I sold this Dreamcast fishing rod controller and a copy of Sega Bass Fishing, disc only. I was originally asking $20 for the controller and $5 for Real Fishing, and we just agreed to $20 plus shipping for all of it, which is fine. I basically gave him free shipping because the total order on this was $24. I should note, the way I did shipping on this Facebook page was the first item you bought, $3 shipping. And then if you bought another item, it added $1. If you bought another item, it added another $1. But I maxed it out at $6, which nobody even came close to $6 shipping anyway. But I was going to put it there was no need for me to end up charging like $24 shipping for if somebody bought 24 items. So I just capped it at 6. And cases, cords and games were under the same category, and cases were $3 for the first one, $2 if you got another one. But I only sold one case, so that didn't really matter. But anyway, continuing on. So $24 shipped for the controller and the game. The next person bought a stack of random NES games: Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Caesar's Palace, MLB, and Super Jeopardy. I hope that was all on film. He paid $7.50 for the whole stack, and then he asked for this authentic NES power cord. And I was originally asking $10 for that, so it was $17.50. And he asked if $20 shipped would work, just to make it round, and I said okay. So basically, it would have been 23, or not 23. It would have been $7.50, $17.50, plus $3 for shipping, plus another $1 for shipping. So it would have been like, I can't math. I'm so fried and brain dead today. $17.50 plus $4, $21.50, and I just agreed to $20 shipped. So that was that deal right there. Next up was this Nintendo Game Boy carrying case. It's got a tray in it to like sort all the stuff, and that was $13 plus $3 to ship, so $16 order for that one. Next up, this person got a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES, Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES, and Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii. And that sorted out $10, $8, $10, so $28, and he just asked if 30 shipped would work, and I said okay. So basically it would have been 28, 31, 32, $33. So basically I just gave free shipping. I didn't really care about the shipping prices and all that stuff, especially since she bought 3 items from me without like asking for additional thing. Like the person that bought the NES games then asked how much to throw in, that kind of thing. So I'm willing to work with people. Next up is this copy of Animaniacs for the Sega Genesis, except there's no game. It's case only. Let me re-straighten my stand here. And he paid $4 plus $3 shipping on this, so a $7 order there. And last up, we got a copy of Dino Crisis for the PlayStation 1 disc only, and then a copy of Virtua Fighter 5 for the PlayStation 3. And that was $5 for this, $13 for this, to make it $22 shipped. Though Dino Crisis will not be counting towards my eBay stuff. This is out of my personal collection. I had a disc only, and I would really like to have that in its original case. So I threw in some of my own games to sell on this page. So really, for eBay sake, it's $8. $5 for the game, $3 shipped. So that's everything that I sold on the Facebook page. Let me get all this stuff packed up, and then we'll pull my eBay orders. Alrighty, I got my Facebook orders all packed up. Pretty easy packing. Most of it fit inside of a bubble mailer. The cord and the NES games ended up being like 2 pounds and 3 ounces, so I just threw them in a regional rate A box. That's going to save me a little bit of money. Unfortunately, I can't print off labels for those because Pirate Ship is temporarily offline. Yay! So hopefully it comes back on by the end of the night and I can print them off. If not, I'll just wake up a little bit early and print them off tomorrow. I know there's other options. I just really like Pirate Ship. I feel like they give the best deal. Not sponsored. So yeah, that's all the Facebook orders. So let's get ready to pull some eBay orders. But first, I got to talk about one last Facebook thing that I completely forgot. I posted on Marketplace that I had this Nintendo Wii for sale. It's a Wii console. It comes with 2 Wiimotes that have the Motion Plus inside of them, a wireless charging station, 2 nunchucks, the console, all the cords and cables, and I listed this on Marketplace for $70, and I had somebody message me today and say that they would be interested in it. So hopefully they message me tomorrow. They said they'd message me tomorrow afternoon about a pickup time. Hopefully that goes through, because that would be really nice to get $70 for that. I think I'm only into that console for about $15, maybe $20 if I remember right. But that was the console that I got. If you remember, I sold a Grudge game for the Wii for like $40, and I sold a couple Zelda games. So that has been long paid for. I'm already in the green on that item a lot. So another $70 on top of that makes that a really good buy. So yeah, let's pull some eBay orders. Alrighty, up first we got to do some maneuvering. Got to move the cart out of the way. Get down under here. With the board games, I sold the Lego chess set already. And like I said, it was missing a piece and the instruction manual, but this sold for full asking price of $49.94 with free shipping. And I know I mentioned that I would normally wrap stuff in paper, but this is a higher priced item. At $50, this will go inside of a box, which I hope I have a box that fits it. While we're down here, we'll go ahead and grab this other game that sold. Home Alone sold for full asking price of $14.94 plus shipping, and this will just get wrapped in paper. Sold another Barbie doll. You know, it's funny. I bought a stack of 4 Barbie dolls, mainly for this Florida Midge, thinking she would be the one that sells, and then I'd be stuck with the other 3. But it's funny that all the other 3 have sold, and Midge is the last one I have. This is Ruffle Fun Barbie from 1997, I believe, is the year on it. Let me see if I can find that and confirm it for you. I can't find it. I don't know. I can't find it. Regardless, this sold for $9.94 plus shipping. Sold a PlayStation game. And this is out of that $1,500 deal. I know you're worried about scratching up that disc, but it doesn't work. So don't worry about it. Sold Wild Arms 2. This came out of that $1,500 deal, and this one sold for $24 or $25 flat. I sent out some offers. $25 flat plus shipping on that. Up next, you're going to get 4 pulls for the price of 1, because I stacked these cords up instead of putting them away. These all sold on eBay, though I did list them on the Facebook page. I sold 3 Nintendo GameCube power cords. The going rate on these is about $12 shipped, and all I did was undercut all the big sellers by listing mine at $9.94 with free ship. But one I did take an offer of $9.50 just to, since I was packing up a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I sold this Batman Batwing model by AMT, and this sold for $15 plus shipping. Alright, the last eBay order to pull had to get into the Star Wars bin. I sold 1 of these vinyl mats, these vinyl placemats, and I sent out offers on these. I had them listed at $9.94 a piece plus shipping, but I sent out an offer of $7.94 plus shipping, and somebody bought one. Don't know how I'm going to package this one up yet. It might just have to go in like a long priority box, honestly, because I don't want to roll it up and then stick it inside a thing, though this will flatten out pretty easy. But I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about shipping this yet, but who knows. Okay, hi, it's future me cutting into the video while I'm packing stuff up. I figured I'd show you guys how I'm going to go about shipping this vinyl thing. It doesn't fit in the priority box that I wanted to use. It doesn't fit in any of the bubble mailers that I have, so I had to get creative. So what I've done, I've taken 2 pieces of cardboard that I had laying around that are a little small, I'll admit, and I'm just going to sandwich it in between these 2, and that's just to give it a little bit of stability. It's not a ton of stability, but it's more than what it is. And I'm laughing because this is crazy. I took this eBay bubble mailer and I cut it in half and I opened it up like a book, and then we're going to cardboard, placemat, cardboard, and I took a second one and I sliced it open, and I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to use the fasteners to fasten it into place, and then I'm just going to have to tape the living hell out of the edges. Let me do that, and I'll show you the final result. Well, here you go. This is what it ends up looking like. It's a little goofy. I wish I had 2 pieces of cardboard that were just big enough that I could sandwich it in between, but I don't. All the boxes I have just don't size up right, so this was really the only option to get it out. Is it the worst packing that I've ever done? No. Is it the best? No. Is it probably going to come back to me in the mail? We'll find out. but it's only crazy if it doesn't work. And honestly, that cardboard gives it enough stability. Up here, it's not really stable, which kind of sucks, but I guess that's just kind of the randomness of where the cardboard stays put. So, yeah, that's how I packed it up. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. A pretty solid week. If that Wii does sell for $70, that makes it about a $320 weekend, which is really good for the first full weekend back, if you ask me. I've done a little bit here and there while I was on my break, but this was the first weekend that I sat down, listed stuff, made an effort to actually try and move stuff. I sent out a bunch of offers, and $320 in sales is a pretty good deal if you ask me. So, yeah, not bad. I'm pleased. I'm happy. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to end this video, but I'm gonna end this video. It's probably pretty long, considering the amount of stuff I did. I listed stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention, I made a Facebook buy. It's still out in my car. I gotta go get it in. Let me see if I can pull it up here. So off of Facebook, I bought this set of Robert Jordan books. This is the series called The Wheel of Time. There are 15 books in this set, I believe, and he was only missing 2, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, he's missing 2. But I can get those pretty cheap for about $4 a piece on eBay. Plus I can replace this tinier one with a hardcover. This first book also isn't hardcover, but it'll be fine. And I paid $20 for all these, and if you add in $4 a piece for the 2 missing books and replacing that smaller one, that brings my total up to around, we'll say $35. And I should be able to sell this set for around $100 to $130, so a really good buy there. I just got to bring them inside. I'll probably bring them in tomorrow after work, when I remember to do that, and then figure out exactly which books I need to buy. So that was the other thing I did this weekend. So I listed stuff, I actually made a purchase, I sold a bunch of stuff, and now I'm packing a bunch of stuff. So a pretty busy weekend indeed. Part-time, tired, need to pack the eBay stuff up so that I can go to bed. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, click the like button down below. It lets me know that you enjoyed it. And leave a comment telling me the most expensive thing you sold on eBay this week, as well as subscribe so that you know the next time I make a video. Hopefully they come back at a weekly basis now. But it'll probably be a lot of this for the end of the year. I'm not planning on sourcing because I need to list a bunch of stuff, and I need to just catalog a lot of this stuff in general for tax information. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your week, as well as a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you eat a lot and enjoy some time with your family, and I will see you all in the next one.